While we're here, let's click on back to template kit, and we may as well import the about page that we're going to use for your about page. And you can use any of these ones here. Each one looks so good. So choose one that you like. You want to choose one of these that doesn't say Pro here because that's a paid version. There's no need to use these because we're customizing these to exactly how you like. So either About To, which is this one here, or the About one here. I'm just going to choose this one. And then again, enter your About page here and click on Create Page. Perfect, there you go. Let's now go to Pages on your toolbar and All Pages. And here you're going to see the pages that you've just created, About, Contact and Home, as well as some default pages that it's created for you. And you can just delete these if you want. It's completely up to you. I'm going to remove these because we don't need to use any of them. So I'm going to select all of them like that and then click on Move to Trash and apply. Now you'll see that you've got two pages that are named Home. Now one of these is your blog's post page. As you can see, this says Posts page here. So I'm going to change the name of this to Blog. And you can do this by just clicking on Quick Edit here and then changing the title by typing in here and then click on Update. You also want to change the slug here. So do that to Blog, just like that. And then Update. And there you go, you've got a home page, a blog page, contact and about. Okay, now let's go to home and click on edit. And now click the cross for any notifications that come up and then scroll down and you want to go to header here and you want to change the header style to minimal here. Then in page attributes you want to make sure it's set to Elementor full width. Then click on Publish at the top. Okay, fantastic. Then go to All Pages again, and we're going to do the same for the About page. So go to About and Edit, scroll down, Header, Header Style, Minimal, and then in Page Attributes, Elementor full width here. Then click on Publish again at the top. And you've just changed your entire blog. You're going to absolutely love this. But before we take a look, we need to go over a couple of settings to make sure the foundations of your blog are properly set up. Now, a lot of people overlook this because, to be truthful, they don't know what they're doing. But if you don't set up your blog settings the right way, your blog won't be found. So you'll just be writing blog posts that no one comes to and enjoys. And you don't want that. So let's go to Settings on your toolbar and let's start in General. So for your site title and tagline, I'm just going to remove these. You can write whatever you want here, but I'll just remove these. You don't need them. And just so you know, you never want to touch these two things here. Do not change these, otherwise your blog won't work anymore. There's your email address, and everything else here is fine. So click on Save Changes, then go to Reading. And here your home page displays, you want to make sure it's set to a static page. And for home page, you want to select the home page that you just created, and posts page, make sure that's on the blog page that you've just changed. Then save changes and go to permalinks. And then this is really simple, just change this to post name. Because as you can see here, it's a lot simpler the way this is laid out, or the URL that's used. So it'll be whatever your domain name is. So this is startyourdreamblog.com/about or /contact. Search engines also really like this. It'll make sure that your blog post comes up higher in the search results. So it's a really good idea to do this. So make sure post name is selected there. Then scroll down and click on Save Changes. And you're all done for your settings. Okay, are you ready to see your brand new blog? Let's scroll up here and view site. Wow, that looks incredible. You've also got a video playing here. How amazing does that look? I hope you're happy with this. It's literally taken minutes to do. And this is looking so good. You've got a slider here with different images. This looks absolutely amazing. Look how good this looks. Little button there. And you can remove anything you want here. You can change things, you can move them around, change colors and text. It's completely flexible. Little testimonials area there. And that is going to be your footer with some really, really cool social media icons so people can visit your social media. Amazing. And at the top is your menu that it's created for you. And we're going to tidy this up so it looks better. You're not going to have travel or fashion or lifestyle. Unless you want to have that, you can have anything you want. There's some more social media icons there as well. And here is a logo. And I'll show you how to change that, edit it, and add in your own logo. And I'm going to also show you a really, really cool website that allows you to create a free logo for you to use. I hope you're excited to carry on creating your blog. I can't wait to show you what's coming up. This video here is just one of the amazing things that I'm going to show you how to change and edit. You can also have a picture here if you want to. So let's get going. So if we have a look at the finished blog, as you can see, I've got a really cool image here and a header and some writing. If I scroll down here, you've got a really cool area that tells people all about you and who you are, your story. It's got some social media icons here so people can visit the platforms that you're on. We've got this image slider here which I think looks just incredible, and I'm creating a blog here which is all about travel because I love travel. So I've just created a little blog that tells people about my adventures and where I've been. And there's a button here that takes people to the actual blog page itself. And if I scroll down, there's the footer. I think this all looks so clean and tidy and fresh. It's a proper amazing looking blog. You've got a menu at the top here with home, about and blog. So if I go to about, you've got a beautiful looking about page here with more information about you and a picture if you want to have one. And again, if you scroll down, you've got your footer again. I love this because it gets people engaging with your other content on all the other platforms that you're on. With platforms like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, you want people to interact with your other content. It's really important to build that community and that brand and get everyone talking about you and loving the content that you create. And your blog page looks like this. Really simple and minimalistic and beautiful. And the sidebar has your recent posts. Again, another section about you with social media icons. This is really, really easy to do. It takes no work at all, and I'm going to guide you every step of the way. So now let's start on the home page. So let's go to Pages on the toolbar and All Pages. Find your home and click on Edit with Elementor. And this brings up Elementor, which is the plugin or the tool that you're going to use to create your entire blog. And there we go, we're inside. And as you can see as I scroll around, this lets you edit anything that you want. It's absolutely amazing. See, I can edit all this text here, all this writing. I can change images by clicking. And on the left here, you can just change the image there. It's just amazing. And there's that image slider right here. And again, all I do is click, and I can change that by adding in images, removing them, anything that I want. It's so flexible. So I'm really excited, as you can tell. So let's get going. I'm going to start by doing the header here with this video and this text here as well. And anything here is editable. You just click this icon here. See, as I scroll over, anything here, basically anything you scroll over that has this blue line, this blue outline here is editable, and this is a nice little animation. You can change that as well. You can change the text, the font, the colors, pretty much anything you can see. So let's start with this header section here. This is the first section, and then you've got another section underneath. So let's start at the top. First, I'm going to give you a quick little tour of your toolbar on the left here and the important things that really you need to know about going forwards, so you know where everything is and you're not lost at any time in this video. So let's start on the toolbar. If you click these little dots up here, this will take you back to all of your widgets and different elements that you can use on your blog. You can have a look around, and there are so many different things to use here. You can play around, you've got Google Maps and icons and all kinds of things here. Buttons as well, which we'll be using a bit later. You can also search, so if I type in forms, that's that WP forms coming up there. You've also got on the left here, you've got some lines. If you click that, you've got some different options. I never actually use these, so you don't have to worry about those, but you can exit your dashboard by clicking on that if you ever want to, and you can view your page by clicking there if you ever need to as well, and go back by clicking the arrow, or of course just by clicking there. Down the bottom you've got a few different icons and settings, navigator, history, responsive mode, preview changes and update. The only two you really need to know about are history, which is really important. If you click on that, it will give you everything that you've done to your blog since you started, basically, or at least up until your last save. So if you ever need to undo anything, such as if you accidentally deleted an image or you changed some text or anything, you just come in here and click on something and it will go back to that state. So, if you ever, this is when I first started, editing started. The other thing is update, and that's basically saving what you've done to your blog. You always want to make sure to update every so often because, things do happen, technology messes up, so just make sure to always click on update to save what you've done. Okay, so now let's have a look at the finished blog, and this is what it looks like with a beautiful image on the background. And I've also done this text here, so I've changed that to travel blogger Theo Doddridge, that's me. And yeah, so let's go do that right now. So right now there's a video and we want to change that, of course. So click on this icon in the middle. Up here on this little toolbar up here, you want to click on the little dots, edit section. This brings up the settings for that section. And in style, you've got a background here, and you want to click on the paintbrush. Right now it's on background video, and this is the link. This is the link to the video in the background, and right now it's a YouTube link. So if you do want to use a video, just paste your link in here and it'll play the video that you want. But we're going to use a background image for now, so I'm going to click on the paintbrush, which is the classic. And as you can see, it's changed the background image straight away, and this looks really, really good. I love it. So I'm going to change this image to the one that I want. And all you do is click here and then choose which image that you want to use. And you want to be in upload files here, and then click on select files. I've put together a pack of images for you that you can use completely free, and this is going to give you not only a head start, a really easy way to follow along with this video, but you can have this pack of images completely free and you can use them anywhere on your blog. And you just want to go to websites.madeeasy.tv/blog/start your dream blog. And when you're there, all you do is click on download here, and it'll download that pack of images, and then you just find them here and open it up. So for the header, I'm going to use this beautiful images of the waves, and I think this looks really, really great. You can use any image here that you want to. These are all really nice. Beautiful canoe image. Really lovely. I hope you like these. You can use any one you want, but I'm going to go with that one. So then click on that and click on choose, and it'll upload. Then just click on insert media, and it's put straight into your header. Here you've got some settings for the image. So position, you can change this to slightly change the position of the image. You see as I change this, it's changing the position very slightly, but this can make a difference depending on the image that you're using. You want to make sure attachment is set to fixed and size to cover, which is going to give this beautiful parallax effect here. If you click this arrow here, it makes it full screen so you can have a proper look at your website. That looks really, really nice. So the image stays in place when people scroll around. I love how that looks. And that's about it. Background overlay, actually that has applied a background overlay by default. So if I increase that, you'll see it darkens the image, and if I decrease it, it makes it brighter. I'm just going to keep it on about what it was. I quite like the look of that. And now let's do this text. That's even easier. All you do is click here or the pencil icon here to edit that. So click on that, and then in content you can write whatever you want here. So I'm going to put travel blogger because I'm creating a travel blog for this video, and then in style I'm going to change the typography here to Lato. I quite like using Lato, it's a clean minimalistic font. You can change the size using this slider here. So I'm just going to keep it to about that, and then the weight I'll change to about 400. I think that looks much nicer. The other settings you don't really need to worry about, so come out of there, and that's done. So now I'm just going to do the other text by clicking on it, and the same again, go to content and then write whatever you want here. I'm going to put Theo Doddridge because that's me, and then in style again, typography, Lato, and I'll change the weight to 300 for this one. Much better. So that's looking great. Now I'm not going to keep this button, but of course feel free if you do want to keep it. You can obviously keep it there, and you can edit it by just clicking. And you see as I clicked that, it's taking me down to another section below this. That's set to do that. But anyway, so you can click to edit it. And then on the left in the toolbar you can change the text here and add in the link to wherever you want it to go. As you can see, it's going to the Envato Kit 99 new collection, and that's one of the sections underneath. You can align it just like this, change the size, and all kinds of things, the style, the color, background color, text color, all kinds of things there. It's really easy. Again, just like anything else in Elementor, it's so straightforward. I'm just going to remove it though by right clicking here, and this brings up some options such as duplicate, copy, style, and here's delete. So I'm just going to remove that by clicking on delete. Perfect. Now I've noticed these elements are a bit too low, so I'm going to move those both up. So to do that, I want to edit this section which contains both of these elements. As you can see, this grey line is like a container. It contains both of these text elements. So I'm going to edit this by clicking here, and then in advanced I'm going to use, I keep forgetting which one, I think it's margin, isn't it? Yeah, it is margin. And you decrease that and it'll move those both up. I'm going to put it to about 60 and see what that looks like. That looks great. I'm also going to move that text up a bit so it's a bit closer to the other one. So I'm going to decrease that again. They come together a bit closer. I think that looks better. That looks great. Maybe a little bit less. Beautiful. There we go. And that's your header done. You've just completed your first section. Well done. So now let's go down to the next one.